This might be the best setup ever for an announcement since I've been mayor. It is so, that's wonderful. Well, thank you all so much for coming. It's wonderful to be out here at the Southwestern Y today. It's great to be here with all of you this morning. I hope you're enjoying your day at camp. It's going to be a beautiful day to swim and eat lunch and do all the other fun activities that you all have. I got to meet some of your friends outside. They were very busy looking at a caterpillar who was climbing up a tree. So he had a little bit of a ways to go. But it's great to be with you all here today. And Councilman Khalil Batson, thank you for joining us out here. It's great to be in your district. And it's great to be every time we're at the Y, whether it's at this Y, at the downtown Y, or any other Y. It's wonderful to be with you. So thanks to Steve and your entire team here. And thanks for everything that you all do for children and families across our entire city. Here at the Y, you all have the Kids Club and Child Development Centers. And the team at the Y understands that childcare isn't just about keeping kids occupied and ensuring kids eat the right things and don't eat the wrong things, but good childcare is about development. It's about education. It's about experiences. Those are the types of things that happen here at the Y and that we want to help facilitate happen more around our entire city. We're blessed in Louisville to have the YMCA and other organizations around the city who get that, who understand how critical the early years of childhood are for learning and brain development. The learning, exploring, and development that happens in our earliest years and all that sets the stage for the rest of our lives. That's why it's essential that we develop a more robust pre-K and other early learning options for our children. It's why I'm hopeful that expanded quality early childhood learning will be a legacy of our administration for generations to come. And that's why we're here to celebrate today with all of you. I'm so excited to announce that Metro government is awarding $4.6 million in American Rescue Plan funding to 8 amazing nonprofit organizations in our city who are doing great work for early childhood development. That's right. This is when we clap and cheer. These 8 nonprofit organizations are Americana Community Center, the DePaul School, Kemper Academy for Teaching and Learning, Family and Children's Place, Imagination Library of Louisville, Metro United Way, National Center for Families Learning, Waterfront Development Corporation, and of course, where we are today, the YMCA of Greater Louisville. This money was authorized last year by Metro Council, and I want to give a special thanks to Councilman Batson's colleague, well, one current, one former colleague, Councilman Ja'Cory Arthur, and current state senator and former councilwoman Cassie Chambers Armstrong for their leadership on this work last year that has led us to this point here today. This funding will support projects. This funding will support projects designed to provide more and better early learning opportunities for our youngest learners. The projects range from providing kids with books and opportunities to learn to read, to occupational support where it's needed, occupational therapy support where it's needed, and building or expanding outdoor play spaces. And that one is really just as important as anything else, because we know that for kids to learn in this age group, play is how they learn and how they develop. So play spaces, particularly when they're outdoors, help facilitate this. And we need to get more kids, just like these kids here with us today that are enjoying outdoors at the YMCA camp. We need to get more kids more often out of their rooms, off their screens, and interacting with each other with play spaces designed to help them develop into active, curious, healthy children and adults. And that's what these projects will help make happen. And that's why they're a great investment for the future of our city and the future of all of our children. So let's hear from a couple of our partners in this work. First, Metro United Way is the single largest recipient of our American Rescue Plan Early Learning Awards and a great partner with us on the Mayor's Give a Day programs. So let's hear from Adria Johnson, the amazing and energetic president and CEO of Metro United Way. Adria.
Okay, so I need the mayor to introduce me at every speaking engagement. But in all seriousness, good morning. It is truly a treat to be here and such a treat to see all these beautiful little faces. As many of you know, at Metro United Way, we fight to overcome disparities in education, economic mobility, and basic needs to achieve equity and opportunity for all. And we do that boldly and unapologetically. We know that the first 5 years of a child's life are a time of enormous social, physical, and intellectual growth. For children to grow into successful adults, they need a supportive and healthy early foundation, and that's a huge priority for our team at Metro United Way. I first want to thank the mayor for prioritizing early learning in our community and for demonstrating visionary leadership, declaring that his legacy priority is expanding access to affordable, high-quality learning for the children across our community. Metro United Way is excited to be a partner working towards achieving these goals and grateful to be one of the early learning grantees receiving investments to continue work that needs to be done to accomplish this. At Metro United Way, our goal is that all children enter kindergarten ready to thrive. We do that work in Jefferson County by serving as the backbone for the Ready for K Alliance, a coalition of more than 100 individuals and community organizations working together to improve outcomes for children and families. Creating a more equitable future for all of Louisville's children and families requires teamwork, coordination, and collaboration. The needs of children and families across our community are complex and diverse, requiring supports and solutions that are equally complex and diverse. One individual program or organization alone cannot achieve what is needed to reach our goals, which is why Metro United Way and the Ready for K Alliance prioritize partnerships throughout our early care and education work. We know that for every child and family to succeed, institutions, services, and organizations must be comprehensive, collaborative, aligned, and coordinated. This is the only way they can ensure families in our community receive consistent services, find the best early learning programs for their children, and that we as a community are leveraging resources to meet the diverse needs of families. With the funding announced today, Metro United Way is thrilled to continue our collaboration and partnerships with trusted organizations in our community like Play Cousins Collective, La Casita, and Community Coordinated Childcare, 4C, just to name a few. We know that these partnerships make our work stronger and our impact greater as we work together to ensure children and families in our community can thrive. Thank you again to the mayor and his commitment and your commitment to the children and families in our community. We are committed to ensuring our community's kids succeed in school, work, and life, and look forward to sharing the results of these significant investments in the months and years ahead. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Adria. And let me be clear, the thanks are really deserved to all of you in this room whose organizations are getting ready to do the important work of using this money for the investing and so that kids can learn in much more interesting and effective ways. And also thanks are due to Leanne French and Mariana Barzin and Barbara Sexton-Smith in our new, who together are with others are leading up our new Office of Philanthropy and are spearheading not just this project when it comes to early childhood learning, but all of our initiatives that you'll be hearing a lot more about in the days to come. So thank you all in particular as well for your work on this project and so much else that you all are doing. And now let's hear from another outstanding partner that, like you all, is doing the hard work, who also has a proven track record of supporting important work across our entire community, particularly around children and families. Steve Tarver and the YMCA of Greater Louisville have been an amazing partner for so much that Louisville Metro government has done, is doing, and is thinking about moving forward. And so, Steve, please come and share a few words and thank you and your entire teams across the city for the amazing work that you all do every day.
So I'm honored to be with everybody today and see a lot of great friends and neighbors that I've known for a while around the region here. So I'm honored to be part of the YMCA, and I'm honored to be here with you all. I will tell you, I'm blessed. When I'm having a tough day at my desk, I go out to one of our 3 preschool centers and I hang out with these folks, and my day gets better just like that. And and before they leave, so yesterday was the first day of shifting from school year to summer across our whole region, and there are thousands of kids at YMCA's today, and I'm thrilled and I'm nervous and all those things. But in any case, we do have some things that are traditional at the Y, so I'll give you your first opportunity to make a choice today. So I'm going to say good morning, and you got 2 choices. You can either give me a robust good morning in return, or these kids will lead us in one verse of John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith. So, good morning. Good morning. All right, so that's awesome. That's awesome, and we're gonna let Michaela, and we're going to excuse the young people. They've been wonderful. How about a round of applause for them? And as Michaela leads them out, you should know that she is a second-generation leader in this program here at the Southwest YMCA. So the information I want to share with you is some experiences that I've had over the past number of years, and I will tell you the news is challenging. And some of what I have to share comes from outside of the Louisville area, but certainly applies to the Louisville area very dramatically, in my opinion. We've all likely heard that our justice system is actually projecting the size of new jails based on 3rd grade reading levels. And the lower the levels, the bigger the jails. And based on the research that shows, and we've heard that 3rd grade reading is a milestone that can determine the long-term outcome of literacy or lack thereof. Now, several years ago, I got a call from 2 retired Army generals, and they were representing the Mission Readiness Coalition, which is as I understand it, a national group that deals with readiness, military readiness, and defense readiness, and things like that. And their request was to do a press conference at one of the Y's preschool center, followed by taking some time to just read to the children, which 2 generals reading to children, that in itself was quite entertaining. But on a serious note, their research had indicated that the nation's military readiness could not be maintained through a voluntary system due to the current trajectory of literacy, education, and mental and physical health in the younger generation. That is scary, and it's important. And so where did they show up? They showed up at the preschool center, where the point could be made as to the importance of early learning readiness, school readiness, where the biggest difference could be made in the future. And that was with the preschoolers, these young people that you just saw. And so, again, this was very serious to see. Some of the Mission Readiness Coalition's early objectives were basically around nutrition and literacy. But it evolved to include other environmental factors such as safety, nurturing from a caring adult. A big item is social emotional learning for young people, building confidence, having positive values and values that drive future decision making, and a structured environment. And these fundamentals are crucial to all of us, but as we learned, also crucial to our entire country. And that's why I'm so honored to be here today. So speaking of caring people, Jennifer Roberts back here will be the project director for our small piece of this effort across our community. And again, as we heard that Leanne French from the mayor's office, who we met when she was with the health department, working with another hero of mine, Dr. Adewale Troutman, who connected the connection between health and education together. And so we need both of those things to have a thriving community. And all of those folks have inspired and coached us in making this work important, raising it to the level, resourcing it, and collaborating with it, because no one group is going to make the change on a community-wide level unless we collaborate, as you just heard the mayor's introduction. So on behalf of the YMCA, we are honored to serve with the mayor's office and the city and the other partners in this work. And we're honored to add this to the 170th year of the existence of the YMCA in this region. So our message is gratitude, and we say, here's to the children and the families. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Steve. Thanks, Adria. Thanks to all the organizations for everything that you do. This is going to make a meaningful difference in the future of our city, and we're just getting started. As Steve just reflected on earlier before he let the kids go about and enjoy their day at camp, we just finished a couple weeks of celebration of kids across our city graduating from high school. And it is my goal that in 20 years from now, when that class of JCPS students is graduating, that class is the highest performing class from an academic standard of any class in JCPS history. And that they are the highest performing academic class in JCPS history because they got their start in early childhood learning that our city government helped make possible. And that they are the highest performing class in JCPS history until the next year, and then the next year, and then the next year. And that every class from hereafter, for our kids who are born in Louisville, regardless of their circumstances, have an opportunity to start their learning early, ideally at the age of 3. I know that our state senator, Cassie Chambers Armstrong, is working with us to have the state help support in this initiative. There are going to be local foundations and nonprofits that are going to be key in helping us make this happen. And in the very near future, we're going to have some exciting new announcements about how we as an administration are going to work with all of these partners across the city, across the state, across the country to make it happen. So until then, let's celebrate these amazing awards. Let's focus on helping our kids have more opportunities to learn at an early age. And thank you all so much for everything you're doing to help make early childhood learning an even bigger initiative throughout our entire city of Louisville. Thank you all very much, and we're happy to, Steve, Adria, and I, and others are happy to take any questions that the media might have. Thank you, guys.